Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello sahabat koperasi and welcome to the podcast of Sinau Bareng and Sibakul Koperasi and the Cooperative and SME Office of Yogyakarta Special Regions. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, youth cooperative innovations and technology. And then we are going also to discuss more about the experience of Sasuka. They are going to be in the international events in China in this coming September, and the international event is APCYS 5.0 and Cook Pitch 2026. And today we are very pleased to have an international perspective with us, Mr. Akanut Wantana Sombut. Hi, sir. Good morning.
Hi,
Very
good
good
morning,
morning there
everyone.
from
Yeah.
Germany.
Kind
He,
of, yes.
he is joining us from Germany because he is there for 4 months. Thank you so much, sir.
They're
And
welcome.
then, yes, together with us also Ibu Hastuti from the government as the head of cooperative divisions at the Cooperative and SME Office of Yogyakarta. And in Bahasa we call it Dinas Koperasi and UMKM Yogyakarta. And then also from Sasuka, Miss Hutri and Miss Putri, welcome.
Hello, Mr. Akan. Meet again.
Okay. Before we start, I'm going to read about Mr. Wantana Sombut. Mr. Akanut Wantana Sombut is head of the research group in Innovations for Social Solidarity and Inclusive Economy in Asia at the Institute of Asian Studies, Chulalongkorn University. I'm sorry for
It's
saying
perfect.
maybe.
Yes.
His research and practice focus on the platform economy, platform cooperativism, AI, digital public infrastructures, and the social and solidarity economy, examining how democratic governance and collective ownership can shape digital technologies for the public good. He was a 2023-2024 ICDE Fellow at the New School. He leads Platform Cooperativism Consortium Thailand and also founded Tamsang Tamsong, one of Thailand's pioneering platform cooperatives for motorcycle taxi and food delivery workers. Wow, that's very interesting, sir.
Thank you.
His work spans research, policy, and institutional innovations, collaborating with cooperatives, governments, international organizations, and civil society to develop democratic approaches to the digital economy. Okay. Thank you for coming, sir. It's
Thank
really
you.
happy. We are so happy that you can be here together with us to discuss.
So happy to.
Yeah, okay. So we are going to start. My first questions will be to Ibu Hastuti. Ibu Hastuti, when we talk about cooperatives and young people, how do you see the current situations of youth involvement in cooperatives in Yogyakarta?
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Ka. I believe young people have an enormous potential to contribute to the cooperative movement. However, one of the challenges is how we can make cooperatives more relative and attractive to young people.
Yeah.
Cooperatives should not only be seen as traditional cooperatives or simply as savings or a loan institution. They need to adapt over times, including through technology, digitalization, innovation, and new business models. From our side, I mean, from government side, we want to encourage more young people to understand cooperatives and become involved and eventually to take leadership roles, because if we want cooperatives to remain strong in the future, regeneration is very important.
Yes. That is our biggest homework ya, Bu ya.
Yeah.
To change the paradigm of young people that cooperatives is not only about in bahasa is simpan pinjam or loan and yeah,
And
saving,
fixed.
loan and saving. And it
Yeah.
has a broader what is that? Benefits that we can have from cooperatives. Thank you so much, Ibu.
Okay.
Okay, my questions next to Ibu Hutri.
Yes.
Wow, this is very interesting. What made you interested in the cooperative movement and in developing cooperative through technology?
Actually, Miss Siska, my background was not originally in cooperatives. I became interested because I saw the cooperative have a huge potential, but at the same time, they face challenges in adapting to technology and changing customer behavior. I believe technology can become a bridge. Digitalization should not replace the value of cooperative. Instead, technology should strengthen value, making services easier, more transparent, more efficient, and closer to member. And I believe this is where young people can play important role.
Yes.
Young people should not only be technology user, we can also become part of the people who bring technology into the cooperative ecosystem.
I do agree with that, Bu Hutri, because when we have young people and then with technology and their willingness to grow, it can be a very, what is that, massive, what is that, use of the cooperative. Wow, thank you so much. Now I'm going to the only one Gen Z, Gen Z here, Miss Putri. Okay, Miss Putri, as a young person working in Sasuka, what do you find interesting about cooperatives?
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Ka. From my perspective as a young person, cooperatives are actually very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yes, maybe the way we introduce cooperatives to young people needs to change.
Okay.
Many young people know cooperatives from a very traditional perspective.
Okay.
But if we look at the principles, cooperatives are actually very close to young people. Uh, there is collaboration, community, shared ownership, and the opportunity to grow together. And when we combine these values with technology, I think cooperative can become much more attractive to the younger generations.
Wow, maybe Mr. Akanut can hear from us what is the homework in Indonesia that is building a different perspective from the young generation. Maybe later on you can share also what happened in your country about cooperative. Yes, sir. But hold on. Okay, next to Miss Putri. Then why do you think some young people still feel that cooperatives are not attractive until now?
I think one reason is that cooperatives are not always present in the space where young people spend their time. Young people today are very close to digital platforms, social media, communities, and digital services. So if cooperatives want to connect with young people, they also need to be present in the space. It does not mean change the value of cooperatives. It means changing the way communities and deliver services.
Okay, I do agree with that because young people, especially Gen Z now, is very close with social media where they always see that every day. So maybe we can start to share the new point of view of cooperative.
Cooperative,
Yes.
yes.
Okay, that's our homework. Not only Bu Hastuti, but also our homework. Okay, Ibu Hutri now.
Yeah.
Now Sasuke had the opportunity to participate in APCYI's 5.0. Maybe also later Mr. Akanut can explain a bit about APCYS. Could you tell us a little bit about how Sasuka become part of Cook Pitch 2026?
Okay, Miss Iska, thank you. It was a long and very valuable journey for us. We participate in COP-PICS 2026 as a part of FPGYS 5.0. During this process, we were not only asked to present our ideas and business plans, we also receive mentoring and feedback from mentor from different parts of the Asia Pacific regions. For us, FPGYS was not simple a competition. The learning process and the opportunity to meet people from different countries were even more valuable. We realized that many challenges faced by cooperative in Indonesia are also experienced by cooperative in other countries. But each country also has different approaches and innovations. This is what made its experience so meaningful for us.
Yeah, so there in that international event, we can learn from the
Yes,
other
right.
countries and also the other perspective
Yeah,
of
cooperative.
cooperative. That is so interesting. Maybe after this you have to share.
Yes.
Yes. And one of your mentors is Mr. Akanut.
Yeah.
How is your experience receiving mentoring from him?
Yes. It was a very valuable experience for us, Mr. Arkanut. Mr. Arkanut did not only give us a feedback on how to present our business model, he also encouraged us to look at cooperative from broader perspective.
Okay.
We learned that when we bring in an Indonesia cooperative to an international platform, it is not enough to say that we have technology. We have to explain what problem we have solving, what value are we are creating for member, and how can the business model become sustainable, and most importantly, how can technology strengthen cooperative values.
Okay, that is really interesting.
Yeah.
So now I really want to know more about the international perspective from Mr. Akan. Thank you so much once again for joining us very early there. Okay, so as one of the mentors during APCYS 5.0, how did you see the young cooperative leaders participating in COOPITCH 2026? Sir?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me here. This is the fifth Asian Pacific Cooperative Youth Summit, right? And I was just joined this fifth summit, so this is also my first year. And when I look at this activity, in general, I found it very important. At the beginning of the podcast, we talking about youth perspective toward cooperatives, right? And we all know that, well, cooperative movements, especially in Asian Pacific, we would love to have more youth engaged in cooperative movement, right? But the problems that happen in Indonesia also happen in Thailand. Many of the youth, yeah, they don't know cooperative that well. In Thailand, in a school, when I was young, many years ago, in my primary school, we will have this cooperative demonstration. It's not a real cooperative, but a shops that students be a member of the shop, right? And then we um, contribute our um, workforce, and try to learn about the business model of the co-ops, right? But these days, it's all disappear. It's all disappear from primary school in Thailand. And yeah, I see that even in Chulalongkorn University, we have one of the oldest um, co-op store in Thailand that run wholly by students. We also struggles because new generation, new students, they don't really understand the values of the co-ops, right? They just see the co-ops as just another business, another shop that they can buy things, right? But we have a lot more than that, right? So this is problems everywhere. It's not just only in Indonesia and in Thailand. And I think the way that we should invite youth to engage with co-ops, co-op values, co-op principle this project, this initiative was very clever in a sense that we really capture what youth at the present interested in. These days, people talking a lot about startup, talking
Yes,
about pitching their
really.
business idea. Though it's totally different world, right? Most of the startup was run by capitalist logic,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But the process, is the thing that the youth familiar with. So drawing their attention, using the process that they familiar with, and then tell them a little bit more about why co-op is much, much better than
Yeah,
capitalist, you know,
capitalist.
yeah, business model. That was a very clever way, I would say, and I'm so happy that I'm joining this Asian Pacific Cooperative Youth Summits for the first times, and actually it was by chance that I have a chance to mentor Sasuga. It was assigned by the committee, right? But I'm so happy to work with them. Um, it's a bit harsh because we have a very limited time. We met only few times, and each times we have a very limited time. And I am um, based in Europe now, so there is a big time gap, right? So when they're ready, it's already you know late in their time that I am able to join the mentorship sessions, right? So, but we can overcome this, and I think this is a good way to draw attentions of younger generation to co-op's principle and values, which is, I have a small experience, small operation in my own university. This day people talking a lot about all kind of new terms, ESG, circular economy, many, many things, right? But they don't really knows what are the co-ops
Yes,
principles, right?
Yeah.
So I have this experiments, having my students write down the co-op principle, seven co-op principles, and randomly ask students that they met, other students that they met, like, um, what type of business that you think is good for the world,
yeah,
and then when they mention the words, the keywords, and then we show them the seven principles and ask whether they think that all these principles are good for
Mhm.
as a ethics or the code of conduct of the business. All of them 100% saying that, well, this is perfect. And when
Perfect.
we ask, can you guess what kind of principle is that? Many of the students
They
pointed
don't
out
know.
to the
they don't know.
ESG, and anything, and
Oh,
no
that's
one
so
mentioned
sad.
co-op. No one mentioned co-op, And at the end, we told them, this is actually co-op values and principles. It's already there. You guys are just looking for something new. Only at the end you find something new, KNEW, something that you already know but
But
you
maybe new, yeah.
forget. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, wow. That is very interesting that some countries also has the same problem, like here in Indonesia. And then the way you introduce them about the co-ops, about letting them know the values, and then letting know that it is cooperative is very interesting. So, okay.
Yeah. And this day, we believe that democracy is, the probably not the best, but better than others way of governance, right? And look at the landscape of the business today. I'm sure in Thailand, in Indonesia, same, right? All the most of the business entities are, you know, either company limited, SME, whatever, is not democratic governance at all, right? It's shareholders, not stakeholders, right? So the way that we can engage youth is to let them know that cooperatives really, really democratic ways of governance, right? So one man, one vote, not just like you're richer, you have more
I do
chair,
agree
then
with that.
your voice are louder than others. No, it's not that way. And it's really compared to the politics, right? So
Mhm.
when you explain to them like that, then their eyes, you know,
Oh,
become
Eager.
yeah, it's like they
sorry.
really I never realized that when we pointed out that men and women in the past, women are not able to vote, right? It's just only men. And do you know that in co-ops, it was the first time that we have women members have equal rights to vote, same as men, and then they really, really impress how co-op really bring present day's values since almost 200 years ago.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the way that I will have to let our youth understand a little bit more about co-op values and principles. And all of them, no one denying the co-op principles. Yeah, I would say.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. So, regarding to your country, what should cooperatives do to become more relevant and attractive to the younger generation, sir?
We still struggle on that first.
Mm.
I have to say honestly, co-op movement are dominated by old people,
Yes,
Yeah.
and
yes.
and when it was dominated by old people, and when you ask them, they said, "Whoa, they welcome younger generation. They would love to have them, but they don't. The young, it seems like the young never want to be part of the co-op movement,
Yeah.
right?" I work in the university and I understand younger generation a little bit more than them, having age people dominate, well, it's bad to say, but having older people dominated organization is something that the younger generation scared of, So I told them that, well, we will have to have some strategy to bring their attention and to invite them to be part of the movement. It's not just like, hey, welcome, we would like to have you, we will have to have some process, something, you know. And well, I think we are talking about that for many years, but it seems like it's very slow. And I think this Asian Pacific Cooperative Youth Summit can be a very good example, not just for Thailand, but every countries in Asia Pacific, how to bring youth attention. You have to understand their nature, right? They are different, My students fourth year, third year, and second years, they're already different among themselves, just only 1 year different, the way they communicate, it's totally different. I will have to show you how they email me. It's just like they text, just very short, and sometimes they didn't really put in the topic of they want to say. It's in the morning, I wake up and I saw the email with no topic, and then like
What is it
two
about?
sentences. Yeah, two sentences, and I feel like, oh, well, we have to understand this is how, these guys use email. It's just like texting the friend, and the language and everything. We have to understand
Yeah,
their
the
culture
difference.
so that we can integrate them into the movement well. Yeah.
And then we also need to use their way to deliver what we are going to deliver. Yeah. Yeah. So, thank you so much for sharing, sir. Uh, my my last question. No, no, no. The
No.
next question. Uh, do the government also do something to introduce the co-ops to them, to the
Not at
young?
all, I would say. In Thailand, not at all.
Mm.
Yeah, not at all. Our co-op movements are stucker in registration. Um, it's quite old, outdated, and when we talk about platform co-ops, digitalization in cooperative movement. It's also another thing that it's tough. People in the co-op movement themselves don't really understand this kind of trend and transitions. And governments, of course, always came later than anyone, right? I have to be
Okay.
frank that yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm glad that in Indonesia, in Yogyakarta, we like what we have today, right? We have people, senior people sitting in the same podcast, and then we share what we are thinking. I think this is a good sign, and I can also use this as an example to convince my colleagues in Thailand, like, look at here, Yogyakarta can be your example.
Please come to Indonesia and then meet Ibu Hasti.
And the
Yes.
government is involved in it.
Yeah.
So Ibu Hasuti is the head of co-op division in Yogyakarta and also UMKM. UMKM is a micro seller ya,
Small micro enterprises.
enterprises. Is the
Yeah.
leader in Yogyakarta. She is the leader. Okay. So we are glad if you want to come to Indonesia, especially to Yogyakarta, sir.
For
Is that
sure. I was there more than 10 years ago at Gajah Mada University.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, a conference there. And I have few friends in Yogyakarta, and some of them try to promote fair coffee, a small scales, farmer owns, and they try to promote fairness in the coffee supply chains.
wow,
Yeah,
interesting.
I would love to visit them.
Yes, and Universitas Gadjah Mada has one of the biggest co-op, yeah.
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 Mm,
Yeah, it's still running
interesting.
until now.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, sir. The next questions will be to Kak Putri or Miss Putri. Okay. Miss Putri, we just heard Mr. Akanut's perspective about the importance of young people. So, from your perspective, what do young people actually want from the cooperatives?
Okay, I think young people want to have space to contribute, not only to become members, but also to share ideas, lead activities, and participate in decision making.
Okay.
Young people also want to see a real impact. So for me, regeneration is not simply about replacing older members with younger members. It is about giving young people real opportunities to become part of the cooperative movement.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, before this podcast, I was talking to Ibu Hastuti about that co-ops actually can be a place for the university students to learn something, yeah, entrepreneurship. Yeah. Yeah, that is the impact I think that we can
Yes,
share
yes.
to the young people. Okay, thank you, Miss Putri.
Yes.
Okay, now the role of governments going to Ibu Hastuti. Okay, Ibu Hastuti, we have heard perspective from young people and from Mr. Akanut as an international mentor. What can the government do to help co-ops become more relevant to young people?
Yeah, actually, there are some parts that government could do because we have an important role in creating a sportive ecosystem. And this is not only about traditional cooperative development because we also care about education, digital transformation, and human resources development, helping in terms of market access and creating opportunities for collaboration. Last week, we had a small discussion with Sasuka about collaboration in digital transformation for cooperative in Yogyakarta. We always try to listen young people because they are not only the target of cooperative development programs. They have potentials to become partners in building the future of cooperatives. So we hope to see more collaboration from various stakeholders like governments, cooperatives itself, communities, universities, and of course, young people.
Yes, wow. So we can be in collaborations to do that, to make that goals.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ibu Hastuti. Okay, now to Ibu Putri. If you could choose one thing that needs to change in Indonesia co-ops to prepare for the futures, what would it be?
Okay, Mrs. K. I think it's our mindset. We need to see cooperatives not only as a traditional organizations that have existed for many years, but as a business and economic model that is still relevant for the future. Technology change,
Yes.
generation change, customer behavior is changed, but the value of collaboration, share ownership, and share benefits are actually very relevant to the future. So I think our challenge is to bring those cooperative values into the context of today world.
Okay, yes, I do agree with that. And after participating in APCYS 5.0 and after get mentored by Mr. Akanut, what is the biggest change in the way you and your team think about cooperatives?
Yes, Mrs. K, Mr. Akano, thank you so much. I think the biggest change is realizing that the cooperative journey does not stop in a national level. When we meet cooperative leaders and young people from different countries, we realize that we can learn from each other. It also gives us more confidence that innovation developed in Indonesia can also be shared at the Asia Pacific region. We can collaborate with cooperative in each other country in Asia Pacific regions. But for us, the journey is not about who the best. It's about learning,
Yes.
connecting, and collaborating.
Okay, so maybe we can also collaborate
Yeah.
from the people from other countries. Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Of course.
Indonesia and Thailand, maybe.
Mm.
Okay, now going to Ibu Hastuti. After hearing these discussions, what is your hope for cooperatives and young people in Yogyakarta, Ibu?
Yes. We hope that cooperatives in Yogyakarta become more adaptive, innovative, and successful in regeneration, of course. We also want to young people to see cooperatives as something that is relevant for their lives and become a space for young people to build businesses, collaborate, innovate, and create impact for society. Lastly, we hope more cooperation from Yogyakarta can grow beyond the local level, maybe nationally or even internationally.
And it also needs government
Yes.
support
Okay.
for that. Okay, thank you, Ibu. And then for Gen Z again to Miss Putri. If there is a Gen Z watching this podcast and still think cooperatives are old-fashioned, what would you say to them?
Okay. Don't understand cooperatives only from what you have seen in the past. Look at how cooperatives can grow through technology, communities, and innovation.
Yes.
And if young people want change, we should not only be observers. We can too become part of the change and help build cooperative from within.
Okay, thank you so much. And also, Bu Hastuti, maybe you can also call them
Yeah.
to share their
Yes, yeah.
ideas, maybe more on podcasts like this, or maybe going to school, going somewhere,
Yeah.
college,
Yeah.
and then going to the
Yeah.
university and share about these things. Yeah.
We will collab.
Wow, that's good. Okay, now Mr. Akanut, what is your message for young people who want to contribute to the cooperative movement, sir?
I think cooperative principle and values are universal, you know, and I think this is really aligned with young generations' values of these days, right? They are demand for equality, there are demand for many issues, social issues that we see these days, right? Feminisms, ecological environments, everything's aligned with core principles. So if you are looking for business that harm the world less, this is your answers, and I think this is not just them alone, but I'm glad that all generation and government agencies, including the core of movement, are also open their arms to welcome younger generations, right? We just need to find a bit in a way that we can work together, younger generation and us, older generation, right? But well, values and principle there for almost 200 years, and it's still relevant, it's still important from day one until now. So we at the Co-op movement have a lot to offer to younger generation.
I do agree with that. So maybe after the international events, we can from other countries can share what movements they are making to share the values of cooperative to the younger people. So
Yes.
maybe
Yes.
don't know how. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Before we
Welcome.
close, I would like to ask each of you for one word or one short message that represent the future of cooperatives. Let's start from Ibu Hastuti. One word only, Ibu.
Of course, collaboration.
Collaboration. Okay. And then Miss Putri?
Participation.
Participation, collaborations, participation. Ibu Hutri?
Transformation.
Transformation, collaborations, participations, transformation, and Mr. Akan?
Solidarity.
Yes.
Solidarity. Okay, collaborations, participations, transformations, and collaborate. Solidarity. Wow. Thank you so much. I think it wraps all the discussions today. Thank you so much for these wonderful discussions. And today we learned that co-apps is not only about the past, it's not only about the old people, it's about the future, about younger generations. And then when cooperative values meet technology, innovations, and the energy of young people, I do believe that cooperatives have the opportunity to grow even further. Yes, sir? Yes. Not only in Indonesia, but across the Asia Pacific region. Thank you so much, Ibu Hastuti. Thank you so much, Ibu Hutri and Ibu Putri, and also Mr. Akanut, far from there, so early in the morning. Thank you for joining us. Hope that we can have this kind of podcast again one day in the future.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be there.
Okay. Yeah. You'll be here, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and then we hope these discussions inspires young people and the cooperative community to learn more about the cooperative. Okay, and then I'm Siska, the host for today. Thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sorry. See you next time in Hangzhou. Thank you.